Kugan Cassius, IFL TV, MTK Global. We're at the final press conference. Great turnout here.
Massive turnout. Show them.
Huge turnout.
Yeah. I think it's because of Shannon.
How many tickets have you done?
200.
Pro debut,
nice.
Solid,
Yeah,
solid.
Yeah.
Keep
that up, by the way.
Oh, Will, don't worry.
You said you're going to try and not be nervous and kind of enjoy the occasion because you only get one pro debut.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't feel nervous. Even Adam said the other day we had a chat and he said if you get amped up, he told me things to do, but I feel really calm going into it. I feel relaxed. So.
When you hear women like Shannon say that she fights like a man, and she's basically going to go and have a tear up with her opponent, what does that make you feel like? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it does. I mean, look, it's about learning at this stage, particularly for Shannon. I mean, when you say about fighting like a man, the best and most entertaining and biggest profile women fighters do fight like the men, right? Katie Taylor fights like a Mexican world champion. Clarissa Shields fights like Serrano, the same. Breakout's a little bit different, but they're the ones that are entertaining. And you have to be a trailblazer to be a name in women's boxing. You can't be average. You can't be kind of exciting. You've got to be the full hog. I think the difference with Shannon, what I was talking about in the press conference as well, is I'm always talking about what boxing can do for young people in the community. And I know it's a bit boring, it's probably not really for your kind of audience. It's more for the MPs to understand the role it can play in society and in the community of changing people's mindsets, positivity, and actually trying to take them on a positive route in life. Shannon's story is different in that we haven't really heard that from a woman yet. And like I was talking about, I've got 2 daughters. Like, I know, because I'm a boxing person, what boxing could do for my daughters. I don't want them to turn pro, but I just know what it would do for their respect, their discipline, and the structure in their life. I would have no problem sending my daughters to a gym. I don't want them to turn pro. I know the game, right? But I know what it can do for their mindset and their health and just their positivity. And this is the first time we've heard that from a female before. We hear it all the time from the men because it's true. AJ, Boatsi, Akoli. What would they be doing? Akoli was working in McDonald's. He was like 20 odd stone. Boxing changed his life. AJ was getting nicked. He was going to be in a gang. Like he was in a gang. Like it changed his life. And now we have that story this time by a woman.
You said in the press conference you dread to think where you would be. Where would you be? Where do you think you would be?
No, I couldn't tell you. I'd be clinically obese, I know that much. But no, I was in a really bad place. I was surrounded by the wrong people. And even last night or the night before, I sat there with my mum and we was talking about like the past, and she said I'm just so fortunate that I don't go to bed every night. She needs to sleep. She would wait for me to come home and I wouldn't come home. Where I would just be out, constantly partying, didn't know what I was doing.
But it's so easy, isn't it, like as a young kid to go down that path because it's an easy thing to do, But like people don't understand. I've followed you on social media for years, and I've seen you're obsessed with it. So, it might be like 5 o'clock in the morning before you used to work. As people don't know, she was a chef, very good cook by the way as well. But 5 o'clock in the morning before she go to work, she's out doing the road work. So I knew she was obsessed with the sport. Time will tell whether she can go on and achieve that kind of level of world championship and stuff like that. She's got the opportunity to do it. She's got the mindset to do it. She's got the trainer to do it. She's got the promoter to do it. And it's just about ability now. And that time will tell. But the great thing is to see her get the profile and obviously Sky get behind the story of, like I said, what it can do, what boxing can do for young people. And it's not even about becoming a world champion. It's just about the mindset, the happiness of being healthy in body and mind. Because that's what boxing gives people. That's why people struggle after boxing, because boxing leaves their life. They lose that regimental lifestyle of train every day, something to aspire to, a date to look forward to, that adrenaline of walking out. And once that's taken away from you, that's why fighters struggle. And we need to protect that. The industry needs to protect that after, and the government and the councils need to help on the way through. Because I know that any kid in a gang or like any kid who's disrespectful, who has bad manners or don't have any drive in their life, I know that boxing can change that for them 100%. It's not like it works for some, it works for others. All of the kids you see in ABCs now are tearaways. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're not in trouble.
They've got
They
discipline.
don't. Yeah, but they're not the ones in the ABCs who are getting in trouble.
No.
But they would be, 1,000,000%, because they are the kids who are on the streets walking around doing bad things. But the government don't understand it because they're not they're not those people to understand what it does. And like I said, I'm boring you now, but this time we hear it from a female, which is the first time we've heard that from a female. So I think she's going to be a great role model for young kids. I took my 2 daughters to New York. They watch Heather Hardy against. I can't remember her name. Blimey. That's bad. Anyway, Heather Hardy fighting for the world title. Shelley Vincent, right? They were obsessed. They were like, wow. And after they was like, is Heather going to fight Katie? Like, what? You know. And now, like, it's just sport breeds positivity. Not just boxing, actually. Like, my kids do gymnastics and they love it. And I know that it's sport is so important to young kids' life, not just for the physical side, but just for the emotional side, the mental side. And anyway, I'm going to shut up now. But this is an example of that.
So, a question to both of you, really. So, you would not be okay with your 2 daughters carving out a career in boxing, and you wouldn't like your sister to do it either?
No, but I would have no problem. If they wanted to do it, it's different. I wouldn't push them to do it. I would push them to go to a boxing club. Listen, I had 4 years at Billericay Boxing Club, right? I was absolutely useless. But I was probably a bit of a brash sport kid, and my dad wanted to send me down there to get bashed up.
How many fights did you have?
3 fights.
3.
It worked for me.
Did you win 3?
Yes. Well, we've had this conversation
I know.
many times. And
There's
like,
apparently
apparently there's no
footage.
gym card. Speak to Billericay Boxing Club. I'm openly saying I was terrible, right? Ask Jim McDonald.
Have
He
you
was
got
there.
footage?
Yeah, we've got footage. You want to put it out on AFL?
I'd love to.
I don't actually know where it is.
I'd buy
Ask
it.
Jim McDonald. He was at every one,
Oh, okay.
right? I was absolutely useless. But what it done for me was I was a horrible flash kid. And when you go down there and you're training hard and you're getting bashed up, like, it teaches you things in life. But not about me. I'm not the ones that we need to worry about. The ones that we need to worry about are the kids who have no opportunities. And boxing can give them the opportunities.
Shannon?
Like I said earlier about my little sister, she's 12 years old. She's very different to me. Like, I was raised completely different. It was just me, my mum, and my brother. My dad wasn't around. He left when I was 10 years old. So my mum brought me up and she worked her arse off basically on her own to do it. And then my stepdad came along, and so my sister's a lot different to me. I'd love for her to box just for discipline and to be in the gym, to be happy, to be healthy. But would I want her to be professional? No. Because it's a hard game. It's a hard way to make money, getting punched in the head for a living. And you've got to have a certain mindset to be able to do that. And I think I had that mindset, but not all young women would do. And I know that she wouldn't. But
I would have loved to have seen you 4 or 5 years ago, but you're a right handful.
Oh, nightmare.
Right handful. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, just... Oh.
Eddie, what's her name?
No,
Shannon Courtenay.
it's not.
I know, Shannon Courtenay. You know what it was? We were at the first presser and I looked down and I've always seen it on social, Courtenay, right?
It's because it's Irish.
But that's how it's spelled, right?
It's the
So
Irish way.
I said, Shannon, I thought there, I'm sitting, do you know what, I've actually never said, I've just known her as Shannon, right? And like I said, we've messaged on social media for years saying, one day, you'll fight for us and you'll turn pro. And I looked at the name, I thought, shit, I've never actually said her last name. So it's either Courtenay or Courtenay. So I'll go with Courtenay.
See,
And obviously,
and now it's stuck, and now everyone's calling me
But anyone out
Courtenay.
there, it's Courtenay. Yeah.
To be fair,
They just don't spell like that. That's what I'm saying.
people get your name wrong all the
I'm
time. don't they?
Hearns. It don't matter.
He earned.
But I'm very pleased for her that she's living a dream. She's going out, she's debuting on Saturday, Copper Box, Sky Sports. Be a great atmosphere for her. I couldn't be happier because I know how much she wants it. And I've watched her at Haringey Cups and stuff like that. She's a right handful. That's what Adam Booth said to me today. I mean, you need to sometimes rein her back because she loves to fight. And listen, touch wood, at this level, I believe you're going to go in there on Saturday and do a job on this girl, and I think you're going to stop her. And then it's just about learning, getting the ring time. She hasn't got the Katie Taylor boxing Olympics, 6 world titles, like European, so she's got to learn. And the key is win on Saturday, then hopefully, all being well, April 20 at the O2, and just keep going, keep boxing every month or every other month, and just keep learning.
Any closing words, Miss Courtenay?
Not really. I'm just excited for Saturday. Like you said there about, obviously I've not got that massive amateur background, but I'm not going in there looking for the stoppage. I think when you go in there looking for it, you load up and the shot seat. So I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna show what I can do. But if the stoppage comes, it comes. But I know I'm gonna put on a performance. It'll be entertaining, that's for sure.
It'll be a left hook to the body will end it. She's got a great left
Who
hook
you
to the
been
body.
talking to?
I'll just do my research. Don't worry about that.
We've had him earlier on. He already said. What's your nickname?
Babyface assassin.
Babyface Assassin.
What's your nickname?
The Tank.
The Tank.
Tank.
The Sri Lankan Tank. What? Why is that funny?
What?
That's
There's
what
a
they
lot
used
of
to call
people
me.
saying you're the Sri Lankan helmet.
Helmet. You brought it back. Eddie Hearn Shannon Courtenay. Thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. We wish you the best of luck on Saturday night at the Copper Box. It's going to be rocking.
Rocking. Thank you.